Texas A&M, Alabama. Texas A&M going on the road. Big one here in the SEC. You would think this spread at 26, big man, would be the biggest in the SEC with two teams in the SEC West, but actually it's not with Auburn and Arkansas sitting at 30. Do you think Texas A&M can stay within about 4 touchdowns here against the Tide?
I mean, I think they can. This is obviously the sternest test yet that Alabama's going to face. Texas A&M is a real team. They have a good coach. They have a good offense, and defensively, I think they're improved. This is where you're going to find out if Mike Elko is worth getting that kind of money because this is a big test. To me, I would probably go over the number in this game. I don't really want to go against Alabama right now. I gun in my head, I'd take old the Texas A&M, but I think there's value in the total. I think with the Aggies, they're developing more of a balanced approach with Mond. He's been able to throw the ball and move with his legs. Look, I thought Alabama last week. I thought that was one of the more impressive things I've ever seen. Holding Ole Miss to 7 points, that's almost impossible. I mean, Drew, Ole Miss are an unbelievable offensive team. All they do is throw the ball downfield. They're glitzy and glammy. Holding them to 7 points is quite impressive. To say you can do that 2 weeks in a row, I just don't know that I see it. Obviously, we know Alabama's offense is a bit more, obviously fluid. They're going faster. They're throwing the ball a lot more. Tua is more known for his arm as opposed to his running ability. He's been pretty much flawless, frankly. I think he could have a career game here throwing the football. I don't know that I trust Texas A&M's defense. I'm just not ready to believe in it just yet. I'm looking at this game. It's only 60-61. I think this is like a 41-24 type of game, 41, 26, 44-26, something like that. I just think this number is a bit too low. I've told you before, I'm not huge on some of these big marquee games. There's so much that goes into them. I think, people will reference the Clemson game, but here's the problem. That game is in Kyle Field. This isn't. This is on the road in Tuscaloosa. It's a different situation, but this is definitely the sternest test. And Jimbo Fisher, his ear has gotten off pretty well here so far, and I think he'll have something for Alabama. But I'm looking for points here.
Yeah, big man. I mean, this is the 3:30 CBS game in the SEC, and Texas A&M. Their offense is pretty good. I think Mon can really throw it around. But as you just touched on against Ole Miss with what their quarterback Tamu, he's pretty good as well. And they scored what on their first drive, so it went 50 plus minutes scoreless against that Alabama defense, which does
Yeah,
not bode well for their opponents.
it's impressive. It really is. And you look at Texas A&M. I mean, here's what you need to do. You need to continue to produce in time of possession. You look at in the country, Texas A&M sixth in the country in time of possession, averaging almost 36 minutes a game. They have to continue that. It doesn't bode well for an over, let's say, necessarily, but if they can do that, they surely can cover. It's a tough game because no one wants to step in front of Alabama right now. But you're right; it doesn't bode well for Texas A&M that Alabama was so good defensively. It's amazing though because I thought the weak part of their team was their secondary. So I don't know if Ole Miss just kind of threw in the towel, but we'll see.
Big man. Would you take Alabama or the field to win the national championship if you
I'd
had to
take
bet
out.
it?
I'd take Alabama. I think they're, it's getting to the point with this team where, I mean, I don't know how you pick anyone else. I mean, you look at the rest of the country, everyone has flaws. I mean, can you say who the second best team in the country is? Is it Clemson? Because I this
It may
team's
be.
struggled at times. I mean, I guess they are by kind of choice, but I don't think anyone's on Crimson Tide level right now, especially if their offense keeps playing like this. Defensively, they're always going to be very good. I would surely take Alabama. I don't see anyone in the field that really does too much for me right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how they don't make it into the playoffs, and then they're only going to have 2 games against, quality opponents, obviously. But it's just tough to think that they're not going to win it, especially with straight up odds like that, big man. Hey,
Yeah,
let's move on. Oh, yeah,
real
finish it
quick,
up, bud.
I've talked about. I think Clemson will get to the Final Four. They're going to go undefeated, Drew. I mean, the schedule stinks. I mean, they're going to get to the Final Four, and by that time, I mean, you and I both know, Drew, that a team in September is way different in December. So, yeah, I think if anyone's going to beat them, it would be Clemson. Obviously in kind of that revenge situation from last year, but They're about the only team at this point I would think that could beat Alabama.
I hope the playoff committee kind of makes it so if Alabama's number one, that four team is more of a wide open spread offense instead of, like they gave him Michigan State a couple years ago and it was like kind of the
Yeah,
same thing as Alabama, but just not as good.
sure.
And that won't bode well for ratings, in my opinion, anyway.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.